We are in Glacier Country on the west coast of New Zealand's South Island. We are here for 2 nights, which means we only have 1 full day. We're staying in Fox Glacier, so we're going to see how much we can actually do in this short time here. Welcome to our accommodation in Fox Glacier. We are booked into a top 10 holiday park, and this is what our accommodation looks like. We are heading to a viewpoint to see Fox Glacier. We've just unloaded and everything, but I want to see a glacier, so we're gonna go there. It's 7.8 km from here, 10-minute drive apparently, so let's go. I'm driving. We're at the peak viewpoint, and I was driving this whole time, so I couldn't see the glacier, and I just saw it for the first time. It's incredible. You can line this thing up to the mountains and then you know which is which. This viewpoint is well worth it. It offers amazing views of the glacier, Mount Cook, and also Mount Tasman, so definitely come check it out.
We bought mince and spaghetti. We're gonna make a spaghetti bolognese and some drinks, and yeah, it's gonna be a chill night in our cabin.
So we spent about $60 on...
We spent, yeah, around $65, but I mean that's including beers, and...
Well, half of that is for your beers.
Half of that is just for beers.
So maybe more like $30 on everything else.
See, when you're on holiday, you gotta think of the important things.
We're just gonna use the self-catering units to the max, and then tomorrow we'll have a braai. Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's our first full day in Fox Glacier, and we have come to Lake Matheson. There's a few walks that we're going to do. The jetty lookout walk, which is 2.1 or something return, and then we're going to come back to the cafe, which we didn't know there was a cafe, so we're looking forward to coffee just now. But first, views.
Take a leap of faith, run with me, clouds go by.
We got to the Lake Matheson jetty, and yeah, you're supposed to see a perfect reflection of the mountains, but the lake is a bit ripply, so can't see perfect reflection, but the views are incredible. Day is perfect, weather's good.
Not a bad view to have coffee, eh?
This is pretty good with views of the Snow Cap Mountains. So they actually say Mount Tasman looks bigger than Mount Cook because Mount Tasman's a lot closer, so that's why it looks bigger.
Mount Tasman on the left, Mount Cook on the right.
Yep.
So what they have at this coffee shop are these maps. So we just worked out a little plan for the day. We're not going to tell you what it is in case it doesn't work out. It does include some of the glacier walks though, and so hopefully we can get a bit closer than we were yesterday from that viewpoint. That's going to be hard to beat though, because it was a beautiful, beautiful view. Okay, I need to finish my coffee. After a half-an-hour very scenic drive from Fox Glacier, we are in Franz Josef, and look what I can see from the car park. So we're going to take the walk and see how close we can get.
We're about to do the walk. There's a nice board that gives you the conditions of the track, which is quite nice, and we're going to do the Glacier View walk, which is at the end of the forest track. But there's various walks you can do, longer walks or tastes like spring water.
It's steeper than it looks on video.
You're almost halfway.
we just did the Sentinel Rock walk, which is quite steep but short, and it gives you a good view of the glacier. You can see up the valley, you can actually see the face of the glacier, which is pretty cool.
We finished the Sentinel Rock walk, we came back down, and now we're doing the forest walk with the viewpoint at the end.
We have come to the viewpoint at the end of the forest walk, and you can see the glacier from here. It's probably my favorite view. You can see the face of it.
There's also a sign that said in 1908 the glacier came to right up here. So in less than 100 years it receded all the way back, and it says also that it can move up to 5 meters a day. That's pretty scary. We just finished the walk. We went to both viewpoints. It took us about an hour. It was 2.5 kilometers. It's a really nice pathway. There are shaded areas, and I'm so glad we came through to do this. We're in the Franz Josef Township now, just to go to the shop. The only grocery kind of store in this whole area is the Four Square. There's a little one in Fox Glacier, but we're gonna go to the Four Square here, which I think is a bit bigger, and get some lunch and dinner.
This is not a bad view for the main road through the town. You've got the snow-capped mountains behind you, which is really cool.
So pretty.
Yeah, there's the one.
This is going on the braai tuna. So we got some rolls again with ham, cheese, but we're adding lettuce and tomatoes for lunch. And then we got some lamb chops for the braai for tonight. Came to about $60 something this time. No beers even.
But lots of food.
But lots of food.
And we can make sandwiches for the drive with ham, cheese and tomato.
But we forgot that we could have actually bought a cooked chicken. So that is another thing that we completely forgot about on this trip. That would have been nice. Our tummies are full with a yummy lunch. Ooh. And now we came to Fox Glacier, to the walkway.
There's a nice hike. It says it's a 2-hour hike, a round trip. Probably do it faster than that, but we're gonna give it a go and see the views.
It's cloudy though. The cloud has come and covered the top, so hopefully we can see something. This walk is so beautiful. It feels a bit more wild than the Franz Josef Glacier. The walk is also a bit longer. So peaceful, right? It feels like we're walking through Jurassic Park because these trees, the big ferns, everything is just extra and big and beautiful.
This walk is really good. It's nice and shaded, the path is wide, so very cool, lots of people out.
We reached the first viewpoint. There is cloud cover, but we can see a little piece of the glacier sticking out. It looks pretty magical, so it's actually quite cool. It suits all of this like Jurassic Park trees full of moss. It's a vibe. We have walked 3 kilometers, we've seen 1 viewpoint, and we got to this clearing where we're having a water break. A further 10-15 minutes on, we came out to another viewpoint and we could see the glacier, although it's still a bit cloudy, but we could see a big chunk of it, so we're glad we kept on walking to see that. And here is a third lookout point.
We got to the last viewpoint and pretty good views. On a clear day it would be amazing. This is the river viewpoint. It was about 3.5 k's to get here. It just took us about an hour because we stopped and enjoyed the views. Now we're gonna head back to the car park. We had a really nice walk up Fox Glacier to the viewpoint. We've really been blessed with amazing weather over the last 2 days.
So even though our time in Glacier Country has been really short, we managed to fit in both glaciers. Obviously not on the glacier, but the walks to see it. When it comes to deciding in which little town you want to stay, Fox Glacier is smaller, a small little shop, maybe 2 or 3 restaurants, where Franz Josef is a bit bigger. We decided on Fox Glacier because of the accommodation that was available at the time that we booked. Both has top 10 holiday parks, and we actually decided to get a membership because you get 10% off if you book on a top 10 holiday park membership. And the accommodation available at Fox Glacier was a bit bigger to fit in 4 people. That's how we decided on Fox.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for watching this one.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Ready? We're just on our way back to the car park. We were just on our way back and we decided to we are here, but that's where I actually want to be. Kidding, we're going there. Craig's pulling his face at me.
It is.
It's a vibe. Next minute we're in Hokitika. That drive was so long, almost 10 hours. If only we had more time, we're literally going as fast as we can. Today we have driven almost 10 hours from Fox Glacier to Picton.